it's a privilege always to be part of the Interfaith Forum, and I have an added privilege because we always sit at the end of the table, so we collect all the minutes that the other colleagues have. I was told that some of the comments of the audience was that the speakers always did not stick to the topic, strictly adhere to the topic, so I tried to answer the questions, and I hope you wouldn't complain any further. So I'll just read whatever on the brochure. It says, each faith is guidance regarding how to deal with conflict and or advance peace, distinct from non-negotiable principles which may have no impact on living in the world community. Does the religion embrace principles with which other religions may not agree and which may impact the lives of these others? If so, how does the faith guide its followers to manage those principles when interacting with the large community? So in addressing these two questions, I drew on the writings of Baha'u'llah, the prophet founder of the Baha'i faith, and he addressed peace in an extensive manner. And one of the major things that he addressed is the differences that we have around us. And he addressed us on differences that we attributed to religion. And he said, quote, "The purpose underlying the revelation of every heavenly book, nay, of every divinely revealed verse, is to endue all men with righteousness and understanding, so that peace and tranquility may be firmly established among them. Whatsoever instilleth assurance into the hearts of men, whatsoever exalts their station, or promotes their contentment, is acceptable in the sight of God. How lofty is the station which man, if he but choose to fulfill his high destiny, can attain." And these words of Baha'u'llah shows that all religions have the same foundations. And by establishing that fact today, we have come one step closer to peace, because if all religions adhere to this fact that we are promoting the well-being of humanity, then there is very little conflict that we have. He also says, he sits, that's quote from his son, Abdul Baha, who is the interpreter of his word. He refers to his father, he sets forth a new principle for this day in the announcement that religion must be the cause of unity, harmony, and agreement among mankind. If it be the cause of discord and hostility, if it leads to separation and creates conflict, the absence of religion would be preferable in the world. So this is basically, if the religion fails to achieve its goal, it's better that we live without religion. And I'm sure also another singer, maybe my colleague can say that he said that with no religion too. So that would be another artistic part that came to a fact that was stated, that religion should be the reason for unity. In terms of differences, Baha'u'llah has revealed a number of tablets addressing the core belief of basically how to meet conflicts. And the Baha'i faith is no different than other religions. It has its own objective, is to eliminate conflict by building the personality and the character of the individual. And that was all what all religions have come to do. So Baha'u'llah tells us, "Consort with all men, O people of Baha, in a spirit of friendliness and fellowship. If ye be aware of a certain truth, if ye possess a jewel, of which others are deprived, share it with them in a language of utmost kindliness and goodwill. If it be accepted, if it fulfills its purpose, your object is attained. If anyone should refuse it, leave him unto himself and beseech God to guide him. Beware lest you deal unkindly with him. A kindly tongue is the lodestone of the heart of men. It is the bread of the Spirit. It clothes the words with meaning. It is the fountain of the light of wisdom and understanding. So he adheres us to use a kindly tongue in explaining any conflict that we might have. And as he said, it is the lodestone of the human heart. Baha'u'llah also addresses that need for promoting or strengthening the individual by saying that man is the supreme talisman. Lack of proper education hath, however, deprived him of that which he doth inherently possess. Through a word proceeding out of the mouth of God, he was called into being. By one word more, he was guided to recognize the source of his education. By the another word, his station and destiny were safeguarded. The great being saith, regard man as a mine rich in gems of inestimable value. Education can alone cause it to reveal its treasures and enable mankind to benefit therefrom. If any man were to meditate on that which the scriptures sent down from the heaven of God's holy will have revealed, he would readily recognize that their purpose is that all men shall be regarded as one soul, so that the seal bearing the words, the kingdom shall be God's, may be stamped on every heart, and the light of divine bounty, of grace and mercy may envelop all mankind. Education is an important aspect where it is a divine education, where the man can show forth his kindness, his trustworthiness, his honesty to his fellow men. That's the main purpose of education, to create the man into a most divine image as God intended for him. With this image, he would be able to deal with people in utmost kindness and fellowship. As for peace, the extensive writings of Baha'u'llah in peace has been very well established, and our governing body has issued quite a number of documents to the people of the world regarding peace. One of it was in '85, and the other one was in 1993. One is entitled The Promise of World Peace, and the other one is entitled Prosperity of Humankind. However, what Baha'u'llah practically asks us to look at, he said that the great being wishes to reveal the prerequisite of the peace and tranquility of the world and the advance of its people. He hath written, the time must come when the imperative necessity for the holding of vast and all-embracing assemblage of men will be universally realized. The rulers and kings of the earth must needs attend it, and participating in its deliberations must consider such ways and means as will lay the foundations of the world's great peace amongst men. Such peace demandeth that the great powers should resolve for the sake of the tranquility of the people of the earth to be fully reconciled among themselves. Should any king take up arms against another, all should unitedly arise and prevent him. If this be done, the nations of the world will no longer require any armament except for the purpose of preserving the security of their realms and of maintaining internal order within their territories. This will ensure the peace and composure of every people, government, and nation. And with these words, I would end my talk. Thank you.